Come with me now. Come with me now.
Come with me now. I'm gonna take you down. Come with me now. I'm gonna show you how.
I am the only person on this couch that is not related to the others. My name is Michael, and we were back at the Electric Factory with KONGOS, who bring their own backdrop, which is awesome.
This was not for the interview, though.
No?
No.
It's for
Well, now it's for the interview. It's kind of looks like we're in some kind of
interrogation.
yeah. Like I feel like Kevin Spacey in The Usual Suspects right
We
now.
bring the lights too.
Yeah.
Lights back just for us to sit.
I had seen today that you guys were participating in an online poll for people who got to vote on which Beatles song you guys would actually cover tonight. What ended up winning?
We lucked out because it was Eleanor Rigby, and that's one that we know.
What would you do if it wasn't?
Rig the vote.
Yeah.
No, I know we have a couple that we play, but Eleanor Rigby's one that we've been working on recently. So
We just play Eleanor Rigby and say that it was a different song.
This is Dear Prudence.
For people that haven't seen you, and unfortunately don't get a chance to come tonight, what is a KONGOS show like? If you could describe what you'd get out of seeing KONGOS, what is that all about?
This is our first real headlining run, so it's the first time we've been able to actually add some production and make it more of a show as opposed to just four guys, standing on a stage playing their instruments, which is what it has been till this point. We bring a lot of energy. We play a kind of strange blend of rock with African and world influences, but now it feels more like a show. We've put a lot of thought. We've been thinking about this show for 6 to 9 months of what we want to do, and now finally we can do some of the things we wanted to do.
Is it true that they strap you to a harness and you rise above the entire audience? Is that the production?
they don't need strapping to the harness. The accordion has those magical powers.
How many accordions do you guys bring on tour with you? Is it like guitars? Do you need 10, 15 different accordions?
We carry 2 with us. One a backup, a spare. Sounds quite. I'd like to have more, like a guitar case that you see, those massive cases that they travel with,
Right.
with 100 accordions in it, but it would weigh, what is that? Several tons.
Yeah, you need like your own accordion truck.
And there's already its own weight metric, so it would weigh 100 accordions.
Who's the main accordion player of the group?
There's the only one, really.
You're the only accordion
No,
player.
these guys have played them. I think
Jesse's played.
a little bit of accordion on some of the recordings every now and then. But I'm much better.
Do you ever call them recordions?
I never have.
Copyright
Heard it here
it.
tonight.
It's weird when you get to witness the birth of a word, but I feel like we just did. I feel like that's what
Yeah.
just happened.
We can kill it while it's still young.
Reading up on KONGOS a bit today, and they list you as, alternative rock, and is it Kuwaiti? Is that how you pronounce it? Or Kuwait? It's spelled like Q.
Oh, you're probably talking about
Kwaito. Yes.
yeah.
I'm dumb. What's Kwaito?
You're not dumb. A lot of people started calling us.
Yeah, it's probably because of the recordions comment.
People, we mentioned in a few interviews that some of our tracks are influenced by a style of music called Kwaito. It's a South African sort of club house hip-hop style music, It's like house music but slowed down and there's rapping on it. And the grooves and stuff have influenced us a little bit, but now people are starting to call us a Kwaito band, and it's ridiculous. If people in South Africa heard that, they would laugh. We're not a Kwaito band.
You today actually that said we're the ambassadors of Kwaito music in the Western world or something like that, and I was like just cringing, going, "Oh, the Kwaito musicians in South Africa," going, "Who the hell are these guys?"
I'm really curious about how everything happens, and how, the song blew up here and was gigantic. But you guys were, you're from South Africa, and then you guys were over here and went to high school and lived over here.
Yeah.
And then when you guys started making music, everything was bigger in South Africa first, and then it came back around, and now it's huge here. So how does that even, when you guys started making music, did you say, hey, we're going to throw this at South Africa first? Or is that just who was receptive first, and then the U.S. came back around?
It was a bit kind of random. We finished a few singles. We were working on this album, Lunatic, and we wanted to just put out some singles instead of putting out a full album to try to build some buzz. And we tried sending out to a bunch of radio stations all around the world, including the States, and no one really took on to it. A local DJ in Phoenix supported us, but South Africa, there's a big station out there called 5FM, which is like the BBC of South Africa. You know, they have 2.5 million listeners, and without actually knowing that we were from South Africa originally, that we had roots there, they started playing "I'm Only Joking," which is one of the singles that we put out, and it just exploded. And overnight, we had kind of a fan base out in South Africa. So we went back over the next year 4 or 5 times and toured. We had 6 or 7 singles out in South Africa. Meanwhile, the only person in America that was playing us was like our local non-com DJ in Phoenix. Right. And then we came back to the States and we tried to get something going, and it just wasn't happening until finally, with our management, we said, let's try to do a bit of a radio campaign here. And we got 2 stations in the States to initially take a bite, and then it started to finally get the ball rolling.
You guys are brothers, obviously, and is there still brother stuff that you guys fight about? I mean, you guys are traveling up and down the East Coast right now. It's been a couple of dates. Is there still stuff that one of these guys does that gets under your
most of the
beard?
things that they do.
Most of the things they do?
This guy over here exists, and that just bothers me.
Oh, really?
No, I personally don't care if anybody wears the same thing as me, and then so like I just don't care. And these two we'll all walk down in black V-necks because we've all got 2 shirts, black V-necks and like some other kind of whatever, white V-neck. So if occasionally we're all wearing the same thing, and then like
and then we'll start beating the shit out of each other.
It's like the girliest thing you can fight about.
Right.
Yeah.
Why are they all bruised and bloody? White V-neck, man. It's tough. Is that a thing really for you? You don't want someone else to wear what you're wearing?
No, I mean, we're much less serious about it now than we were before. You know, we've mellowed out a bit on the outfit front. We still have a 1 tank top rule, though. Like, we don't want to be a tank top band, so
that's a great rule. Like, honestly, if you're gonna have any clothing rules,
you can wear a tank top on stage at any given time. If 2 people wear, that's ridiculous. 2 people should never wear. Unless you have 8 people in your band, then 2 people can wear a tank top. Unless if you're under
4 to 1 ratio.
Yeah,
25% tank top rule.
I think that's actually a brilliant rule. That's way better than anything I've come up with here in the past couple of minutes. I wish you so much luck with everything. The album's awesome, and the tour sounds like it's going great, and you guys bring your own bat trap everywhere, so really, what could go wrong? KONGOS tonight at Electric Factory. Thanks so much, guys.
Thanks a lot, man.